Hello, I'm Carol Vorderman and welcome to another Perfect 10. 10 questions, 10 points, 10 minutes, Monday to Friday, every week. Think of me as your daily personal trainer for your brain, complete with puzzles to educate, entertain and irritate you in equal measure. Coming up, I have another 10 questions worth another 10 points towards your weekly total of 50. So if you haven't caught up to Thursday yet, go back and listen to our other episodes from this week. Make sure you subscribe, follow and like to get the next episode as soon as it drops tomorrow. And don't forget to head on over to our socials for even more Perfect 10 content. Just search at Perfect 10 Carol on Instagram and TikTok. Now, before we get to today's Perfect 10, let's take a look at the anagram I left you with at the end of yesterday's show. I asked which legendary musician is an anagram of Marble Boy, and of course it was the sensational, the wonderful, the unique Bob Marley. That was for fun. No points involved there, but now let's begin to play for points. If you haven't scored a Perfect 10 yet, maybe today's the day. So are you ready to take on today's Perfect 10? Here we go. It's question 1, your starter for a Perfect 10. So let's see if you can begin today's show with a point in the bag. Which is the only city in the UK that begins with the letter Y? What do you think? I can think of a few towns like Yeovil and Yarmouth, but you'll need to think bigger and older to earn a point here. Remember, you can pause and rewind the show to think for as long as you like, and I'll give you all 10 answers after our final question. Prick up your ears, because question 2 is always our hearsay round. And I'm going to play you some sounds which relate to a well-known phrase or saying. You need to tell me what that phrase or saying is.
And what would you like to deposit in your account today, sir? That's great.
So what phrase is that? Say what you hear. Question 3 is Carol lateral thinking time, where with a bit of logical thought, another point could be yours. Here's the question. There are 2 ducks in front of a duck, 2 ducks behind a duck, and a duck in the middle. How many ducks are there? No ducking out of this one, I'm afraid. If you're ready for your next question, then let's have it. Is your brain in remembering mode? Because it's time for the memory game. And today we're taking a tour around a fictional haunted house.
With the scullery behind us, we now step into the drawing room in the east wing of Grimrose Manor, the scene of a grisly incident in which Lady Penelope lost her head in 1888. After which, her 3 sisters vanished, never to be seen again. Visitors to the manor claim they can hear screams coming from behind the bookcase when the clock strikes 1. Look at the time.
Now, based on everything you've just heard in that clip, my question to you is, in which year did Lady Penelope lose her head? I'll have all of the answers at the end of the show. Questions 5, 6 and 7 are all bunched together in the 3 Fs. Frivolous, familiar and fun. Everyday subjects which are common knowledge. So have you been keeping your eyes open? Let's find out. LGW is the IATA airport code for which UK airport? Question 6 is all about familiar branding. Which car and home appliances manufacturer sports a logo that features 3 diamonds meeting at a point in the middle? Question 7. Where would you find Oscar, Grover and Elmo? You must know the answer to that one. I'm looking for a specific street if that helps at all. For question 8, you just need to change 1 letter to find a whole new word with a whole new meaning. It's 1 in, 1 out. Which letter can you change in the word thinker, THINKER, to make something that we get on a diet? Question 9 is the I know this round. It's the type of question that will leave you with the answer on the tip of your tongue and leave you kicking yourself when you hear the answer if you haven't got it right. Konnichiwa is the Japanese translation of which very common word? I bet you didn't realise you knew some Japanese. Moving on to question 10. Here we are. It's time for our daily riddle. And this one concerns the planets in our solar system. What can you find in Jupiter, Earth and Mars, but not in Venus or Neptune? It's not life, by the way, unless there's been some incredible news about Jupiter and Mars since we recorded this show. And there it was, Thursday's Perfect 10. That wasn't so bad, was it? Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's questions. And if you want to entertain, educate and irritate me, please send me what you've got to @Perfect10Carol on Instagram and TikTok. And who knows, it might end up flummoxing our entire Perfect 10 family, which includes you, by the way. 10 questions, 10 points, 10 minutes. But did you get a score of a perfect 10 today? Let's hear the answers. Question 1. Which is the only city in the UK that begins with the letter Y? And the answer is the beautiful city of York. York is actually home to one of my favourite street names of all time. It's Whitmawopmagate. Richard Whiteley and I once went there for a cup of tea. Question 2 was our hearsay round. Which well-known phrase or saying was represented in these sounds?
And what would you like to deposit in your account today, sir?
And the answer, well, you've gone into a bank and exhaled. The well-known phrase or saying is, of course, save your breath. Question 3. There are 2 ducks in front of a duck, 2 ducks behind a duck, and a duck in the middle. How many ducks are there? And the answer was 3. 2 ducks are in front of the last duck. The first duck has 2 ducks behind it, and 1 duck is in between the other 2. So the answer is 3. Question 4 was our memory game and involved a ghoulish tour around a haunted mansion. The question was, in which year did Lady Penelope lose her head? And the answer, I'm sure you all recalled, was 1888. Question 5, and we're heading into the 3 Fs. LGW is the IATA airport code for which UK airport? And of course, the answer is London Gatwick. Did you know that Gatwick was the world's first airport to have a direct mainline train link with a dedicated railway station? Well, if you didn't know it, now you do. Question 6. Which car and home appliances manufacturer sports a logo that features 3 diamonds meeting at a point in the middle? The answer is Mitsubishi. Question 7. Where would you find Oscar Graver and Elmo? They can all be found on Sesame Street. At more than 50 years of age, Sesame Street is one of the longest-running scripted series on television. And according to Sesame Workshop, there are currently more than 150 different versions of Sesame Street in 70 different languages being produced around the world right now. Question 8. Which letter can you change in the word thinker to make something that we get on a diet? And the answer is change the letter K for another letter N, and you get the word thinner, THINNER. Question 9 was, I know this, but did you? I asked you this question. Konnichiwa is the Japanese translation of which very common word? And the answer is the word hello. Now you know some Japanese. If you want to know the word for goodbye, by the way, it's sayonara. Question 10. What can you find in Jupiter, Earth and Mars, but not in Venus or Neptune? And remember, this is a riddle, and the answer lies in their names. I was looking for the answer of the letter R, which is present in the words Jupiter, Earth and Mars, but missing from the words Venus and Neptune. And there you have it. That was today's Perfect 10. How did you do? Let me know. I love to hear how my Perfect 10ers are getting on. If a Perfect 10 eluded you today, then come back tomorrow for the final show of the week. Remember to subscribe to the podcast if you haven't already, and follow us on YouTube and across our social media channels so you don't miss out on any of our daily episodes or any of our exclusive Perfect 10 social content. And before I say sayonara, here's today's anagram. Which Harry Potter star is Team Woman's? Team, TEAM, Woman's. Can you solve that anagram? Come back tomorrow to see if you got the right answer. I am Carol Borderman. That was my Perfect 10 for you today. I hope you have a perfect day.